And welcome everybody to the Livin Life Podcast with your hosts Rick and
Jerry.
What's up, guys? We don't have much of anything for you guys today except just new updates with the whole cocoa hitting the fam, and not us though, which I'm really lucky. We could have, knock on the wood. This is wood. This is bamboo. That's wood. Knock on wood. We kind of made the right choices and stayed away from the family. I haven't seen them since Christmas Eve.
December 24th.
Yeah, December 24th. That's the last time we saw them. I've seen them in FaceTime, of course.
But to be over there.
But to be over there, we haven't seen them. It's been crazy. It's been scary at times,
to say the least.
Yeah, it's been really scary. At least for me, it has. So, just to give you guys an update, I doubt my family wants me to put their stuff out there. So, I'm not gonna give 100% details and everything. But, my nephew, my brother, cleared cocoa.
218 or
218, 215. So yeah, my brother and my nephew cleared the cocoa, knocked it out. My nephew got a little bit worse than my brother. My brother was like that, easy. He just felt sniffles. He did feel fever.
Didn't he say mild body ache?
Mild body aches, but within 3 days, he was like I'm ready to roll. So now he's just playing video games and stuff.
He's quarantined.
He was quarantining, playing video games. My nephew got a little bit worse. He was, I want to say, sick for at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and no, probably 2 weeks. And he got vomiting, so he got no taste of smell, no sense of anything.
Sorry.
So no sense of smell, no sense of taste.
I'm not laughing.
I know, it's just my chair. Chair. We need a new chair. So maybe with the next YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at this. Look at this chair. God. Can you guys see it? Check it out. Look at this chair. It's ready to go.
It literally, as you were talking, just snapped.
Yeah, it just snapped. Just okay, yeah, that's it.
I'm done.
Well, I'm a wide load, so Anyways, getting back to the subject, my nephew had no sense of taste, no sense of smell, had vomiting, nausea. I don't know if he had diarrhea.
He
didn't say. But no, so, and he wasn't eating. He wasn't eating because nothing tasted good. Nothing was appetizing. When you're sick, he had fevers, he had body aches. He really sounded like poop, really bad. Really bad. And then my mom ended up getting it. And my mom had fever, body aches, fatigue, extreme fatigue. Just sleepiness
I think
overall.
That's how your mom found out that she had it, was because she was
feeling lethargic,
super tired, and that's not like your mom.
Yeah. So, and then sneezing, coughing, runny nose, loss of taste of smell.
Oh, she lost.
She lost her taste buds. But even before all this, I told my mom, if you guys end up getting it, if you guys end up getting this damn thing, don't give up. Don't give up on it. Continue trying to do what you got to do. Make yourself food, eat. No matter how bad the food tastes. Obviously, if you have vomiting, then it's a little bit more tricky. But at least try to get some crackers out. Something. Get your body going. Keep your body working. And that's what she did. So she got up like normal every day, took showers, made herself food, even though it wasn't appetizing for her. She made herself food. So she was basically battling it out. My mom's she's 60 now, so she's in her 60s, and she was battling it out, duking it out. And lo and behold, today she tested, or yesterday she tested. She got the results back today, and she's negative now, so she's already in the clear. I mean, obviously, right now she still has fatigue. She feels tired. Yeah, the lingering symptoms, because it does take a toll on your body. She still has the lingering symptoms. Just a few nights ago, she said she had a fever, but I mean, that can be, it can be a multitude of things. Could be bacterial, but in the end, she feels better now. She still has raspy voice from the coughing, congestion a little bit here and there, but she's pretty much in the clear. She feels 100 times better, and she's good. She tested negative yesterday, so she's good. She's on the long haul now. Right now she's just fatigued, still feeling tired because I'm assuming she probably did have it in the lungs, attacking the lungs and stuff. So she still feels tired. Like after a little bit of work she does, she's already like, oh God, like, I can't like I need to sit down, need to relax. And in a way, it's good you do that. Once you're in the clear, it's good for you to do that, to recover. You know what I mean? And so yeah, she's slowly regaining her sense of smell. Her taste is back, but her sense of smell is slowly coming back. Now, my father. Remember I told you guys, if you guys listened to the last podcast, I told you guys my father got it. And my father, he tends to be a little bit on the, I don't want to say he's a baby. I don't want to say he's weak. But whenever he gets sick, it like, boom. He's like...
It's one of those that like the men, like where they do like the men versus the women when they get sick. Yeah. How like women, they're like your mom can get up, make breakfast, go to the store, whatever. But your dad is like the picture that they show where it's just like it wipes them out, and it's like, oh wife, I need, I need this,
massage my back, do this. So yeah, that was my dad, and as per usual, whenever he gets sick, he's out and out, like he's in bed, he's covered up, taking Tylenol and all this stuff. So it started off normal, runny nose, coughing, and then it turned into no sense of taste or smell. So this debilitated my dad. He, like I said, he's a fighter, but he's also like, he's like Jesus take the wheel type of person. You know what I mean? Like if God wants me to live, he'll let me live. Yeah. But in a way, you can't look at it like that. You know what I mean? Like you have to be like, I have to eat
for yourself.
I don't care if I just threw up a few minutes ago. I gotta eat crackers. I gotta eat. I gotta do something. Do you know what I mean? So my dad is kind of like, Jesus take the wheel. So when he was at home with the severe coughing, came the nausea, and when he started to cough a lot, he was starting to throw up. It started getting so bad. This is when, at the point where he needed to go to the hospital. So it started getting so bad that he was throwing up at night, and he was having stomach pain. That's how bad it was getting.
Well, and he had eaten for 3 days.
Yeah, and he hadn't eaten for 3 days. And my mom was like telling me, you gotta eat. Viejo, tienes que comer. Like you have to eat. But my dad's like, no, I don't. Nothing looks appetizing. Nothing looks good. Yeah. And my mom would make him this this tea with honey, and he would drink it a little bit. He would take sips and like, okay, I'm good. It's like, no, it's not. That's not the way you do it. You gotta drink it. Yeah, you gotta drink it. So yeah, they ended up taking him to the hospital. And he felt better in the hospital. They gave him oxygen. So he wanted to be discharged. He felt better. They let him out. So they let him out. They brought him back home. They put him on the oxygen, and I think he lasted a day,
a night,
and the very next morning, I think he's back in there again, and again with the nausea. It was just nausea.
Because he couldn't stop throwing up.
Yeah, he couldn't stop throwing up, and the pain of his stomach, his bowels, they were really affecting him. So, it's kind of heart wrenching because especially as you can't do anything about it. He wants to be home, but you can't have him at home because, obviously you need something more than just,
TLC,
Pepto. Yeah. You know what I mean? You need something to prevent your body.
I just hope that in the hospital they're feeding him, like making sure he's eating.
Well, according to them, he is eating.
Because you know how some hospitals are like, oh, we can't force them to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they don't want to eat, they don't want to eat.
Right. But according to them, he's eating. But that's because my mom has been like, you gotta eat. If you want to come home, you have to eat, and you have to, make sure you feel better. You have to keep eating. That's the only way you're gonna. I know the food tastes nasty. I know it's disgusting, or whatever they give you, but just eat it. Just eat it and eat it, and just eat so you can feel better.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely, it's been getting better. But then it got bad. It got bad again. He got really bad stomach pains. He was still having the nausea. His blood pressure was dropping. So I don't know what was going on with that as far as like his blood pressure, but his blood pressure was like really going down, especially when he was going through his coughing spells. So it was really going down. This is at this point, I think this was on the second day he was in there. My thoughts were just like, man, I'm gonna lose my dad. I'm gonna lose him to this shit. I had already lost my aunt, and I was already picturing it. I'm gonna lose my dad. There's gonna be missing income. We're probably gonna have to move in with them. I was already contemplating what the next steps were gonna be.
And I had to tell you, hold up. Don't be throwing that on your dad right now.
No, I know. But that's how because when I called him and I talked to him, like a few nights before, he was cool. Like, mijo, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm good. The next 2 nights, I didn't understand anything he said, other than my stomach hurts. Like his voice was just very, very low. Like it was heart wrenching, And you don't want to hear your parents like that, and nobody does. But, so yeah, it was real heart wrenching. I told them, okay, I'll get the nurse. Let her know that your stomach hurts. Maybe they can give you something for the pain. And then his back was hurting. That's another thing. His back was hurting, excruciating.
At home too, right?
At home too, but it was because the coughing made his body contort, like bend.
Not just the coughing, but the vomiting too, probably, because you're hunched over.
Yeah, and then your abs hurt, his back hurt, so his body was taking a toll. Yeah, but that was the majority. So,
on top of probably having body aches from.
Yeah, so on top of having fever, body aches. So back pain, stomach pain. At this point, he hadn't had any bowel movements. So it was kind of worrying, and especially because he said he was eating. I hope it was true, but he said he was eating. And so in the end, now fast forward to today. The same thing has happened for the last couple of days. So the last, 5 days now that he's been in there? So the last 5 days he's been having the same symptoms: stomach pain, coughing, needing of oxygen. But today he woke up and he was feeling better. But he was upset. But because we had talked to the nurses, maybe we had to get something to get his bowels going, because how how is he eating, but yet he has no bowel movements? And maybe that was contributing to the pain. So my sister and I were like, maybe he needs something for his stomach because he's saying his stomach hurts. So yeah, they did. They gave him, some flushers, as I call them. They gave him flushers, and this morning, I guess he was upset that all these, they're doing a great job. I guess they're doing a great job, but he doesn't know. He wasn't expecting it. So they gave me something, and now I'm just like shitting my life out.
But in a way, that's good too because he's expelling it from his body.
Yeah, he's getting everything out.
He's getting rid of it.
So then my mom's like, no, relax. They're giving it to you for a reason because you're backed up and your stomach hurts.
That's like what was happening to my mom, remember?
Yeah. So then, they gave it to him. And a few hours later, fast forward from this morning to now, he says he feels better. Stomach pain is not completely gone, but it's for the most part gone. But he has diarrhea now.
What I hope too now is that, like, let's say your dad's eating, because remember how you said before, like when your mom would like serve him tea and stuff, he would just drink a little and then be content.
Yeah.
Now, if they're giving him hard drugs like morphine, antibiotics, all this stuff that can kill your stomach if you don't have stuff, food in your stomach, so that way it could be absorbed by the medication. Like, that could be what's hurting his stomach too, is if he's only taking a few bites, taking the medication because he has to.
Cinch.com. So, yeah, that's true.
So just tell dad and make sure he eats everything.
Yeah, he has to eat everything, and that's what we're trying to tell him since the beginning. But he's being, that's the way he is. When he gets sick, he's out of commission. Out of commission. Yeah. I'm out. I can't eat anything. I'm in bed. I'm sick. Leave me alone.
But that's good that your mom is using that as an incentive, though. Like, if you want to get out of here, you have to eat. You have to eat. You have to do everything the doctors tell you.
So he's still battling in there, and he has spells of blood pressure drops. It's weird. Like, it's just randomly his blood pressure drops. So they're trying to figure that out. And then we asked them, like, hey, my sister was reminding me that my dad's family has a very bad history of diabetes. Extremely bad. Like, all my dad's aunts and uncles had diabetes. All of them. And she was like, you know what? Maybe the nausea is being caused by blood sugar. And I was just like, I never thought about that. So, they did the they researched it and everything. And it turns out my dad he's pre-diabetic, which he didn't know. And that could have been contributing to why he was feeling like poop a couple weeks before he got the cocoa. You know what I mean? So we're finding a lot of information, which is good, but also it sucks because we didn't know this information before, and because we didn't know this information before, this cocoa is taking a toll on him. So now,
but at least now you guys know how to treat it and address it.
Yeah.
So that way it's not like, well, why is he not getting better? Yeah. Why is he still in there? Why is he still feeling this way? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys kind of have an idea now of what to do and how to go about things, including himself.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're not keeping him out of the loop either.
And I want to thank the staff at that hospital. I'm not going to say the hospital because obviously, privacy. My dad's still in there. I don't, So I want to thank the staff at the hospital because they've been patient with my dad. My dad can be an ass. I'm being honest. My dad's very impatient. As we speak right now, he wants to come home already.
So he's probably giving him a real hard time.
So he's just like, man, especially this morning, when they gave him the medicine and then he started the diarrhea and he had no idea. He had no idea they were going to give it to him because we were talking to the nurse a day beforehand and letting her know that maybe.
No, they have to tell by law they have to tell you what they're giving you. They can't just here you go, slip this in there. You know what I mean? They need to.
But see, that my dad wasn't being vocal about the stomach pain to them. So when we told the nurse, "Hey, he's complaining about stomach pain," she's like, "Oh, really? Okay, well, we're gonna give him a laxative."
Well, no, remember when my mom was in the hospital for that long period of time too? And every time the nurse would come in, even to do her routine like IV changes or, and do the drip, the morphine drip and all that stuff, like she would go in there and tell my mom, "Hey, I'm gonna give you your whatever. I'm gonna give you this." They have to say it.
In a way, you're right, but I think it was because of your family asking them, "What is this? What is this?" Remember that?
They would, but the nurses on their own would go in there and be like.
But I remember some nurses that would come in and not say what they were gonna give her.
Well, yeah, but most of the nurses came in and were like, "Okay, it's time for your whatever." Because my mom was on stool softeners too. Because my mom couldn't get out of bed, she couldn't walk. You know what I mean? So. Not necessarily dad heard it, but didn't it didn't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And then he was on morphine for a couple of days. So
that's probably.
I don't know. I don't know if he was listening or not. But yeah, he was pretty upset. He was like, "Man, they gave me something, and now I'm going diarrhea. I've been going diarrhea twice already." And my dad's not the type to be like he's very impatient. Right now, he wants to leave, but it's like, no, you got to stay there until you figure out why you're still having nausea, and why your blood pressure keeps dropping. There's two things that you can die from, not just from cocoa, but there's two other things you can die from that you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's in there right now. He's doing better, according to my mom and my sister that talked to him. Every time I try to call him, I mean, it's not that I bug him.
They're tired of you.
They're tired of me. But every time I call them,
like, you.
my dad, he never picks up, and I think he feels bad to show me how he's feeling. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to let my son hear me like this. You know what I mean? So, but according to them, that he sounds better. Great. Oxygen is the same. He's been stable. Other than the few things, the stomach pain and the low blood pressure. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, if you guys are thinking that this is not a real thing, it's real. It's real, and when it hits you. And don't let your guard down. Don't be thinking that you don't have to wear a mask wherever you go. Don't think that you're invincible.
Even if it's around your own family.
Yeah, even if it's around your own family.
I mean, not to say that they're dirty or they're sick or whatever.
Yep.
You never know. You never know if you may have it, or you never know if they may have it.
Yep. So just to give you guys a timeline, the day my family started showing symptoms was on the 20th.
Well, it was your mom first, no?
Yeah, my mom first.
Trickling.
Yeah. My mom. Well, it was my nephew first.
Was it? I thought your mom said she was first.
No, he was first. And then slowly, my mother started getting symptoms, and she got symptoms on the 28th.
That's right, because I remember him saying, I already feel sick.
Yeah. So on the 28th, she started feeling sick. She was telling me that she had runny nose, and she was all worried that she has the cocoa. So the 28th. So 2 weeks from that date would have been the 11th. So she's already past the 2-week mark, and we're already on Sunday. And she still has the lingering symptoms. My father's still in the hospital, but his symptoms started on the 30th. No, not on the 30th. His symptoms started after the first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's a little bit after my mom. My mom had it first, and then it was my dad. And then after the first...
So when did your brother get it? After when your nephew got it?
When my nephew got it. So they were both in tandem. So, yeah. That's the timeline. And it's the 17th. It's still raising hell for my dad. I've had other family members that have had it too. My cousin got it. My madrina, my Nina, she got it. My aunt got it. But I mean, they're pretty strong. They kind of already kicked its butt, you know. My cousin said that he felt like he was dying. He got it bad too.
Were your dad saying?
No, my mom's side.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna say the name.
I know who you're talking about.
Because from my aunt,
I think I know who you're
my aunt
about.
C.
Oh, okay.
Her son, the big son. That's my age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said that he's fit. He's like, you know, he's a big dude. He's a big guy. He's taller than me. He's a big dude. He works out, and so yeah, he got it, and he felt like he was dying, according to what my mom said. I'm not gonna give any other details because you know that's another family. But yeah, it's not our own. And we're in the clear. As far as me, you, and Armin go, we're in the clear. We went to go get tested. We tested twice, and we're both negative on both occasions. And we're in the clear for now. And hopefully, we're able to get this vaccine before we actually do get it, and I end up getting really sick. And yeah. So yeah, these are the symptoms right here: fever, chills, cough, you guys probably already know, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle, body aches, headache, loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. And it's particularly says that it can affect more on older adults and people that have severe underlying medical conditions. So if you have heart problems, lung problems, like if you're a smoker, or if you're diabetic, remember I told you my dad's diabetic stuff. So if you're diabetic, you're really at risk of having even more complications. So you might not necessarily pass away from it, but you will have a lot more complications to somebody that, you know, that's not normally sick. So just take care of yourself, guys. Take care of yourself, guys, and your family. Wear your masks. Don't congregate. Don't hang around family. You know, save your family's life. I thought, you know, we were doing the right thing by not going over there, and we're glad we didn't, but they still ended up getting it anyway. And we have an idea how they got it, but we're not entirely too sure that was the method. It could be something else, maybe a trip to the market, maybe a trip to, I don't know, getting food. I don't know how they got it, but they got it, and they're still dealing with it. And hopefully, again, you guys send your well wishes to my Faja. I'm pretty sure he's gonna make it.
He's gonna make it.
And yeah, I just hope he gets better. And then another news: LA became the first U.S. the first U.S. county to hit 1 million cocoa cases. And then they confirmed the first case of the UK variant. So the one that transmits 1,000 times better. Or 1,000 times worse. Stronger. So yeah, I hope they allow us to get vaccines. It's been bad. People that have had it are being called long haulers. So people that have extreme lung damage, they're still having problems even though months later. So it's not a joke, guys. It is not a joke. And if you are a conspirator person, don't believe it. Don't believe that it's fake. Don't believe it's a democratic hoax or whatever.
Well, I just saw this picture and it looks like she's not even wearing a mask and she's like messing with some samples.
Well, there's a shield in front of her.
It don't matter.
It's a file footage, babe. It's not the actual person working on the COVID. It's okay. It's already after third.
I don't know. She's just wearing a mask.
I know, but it's this is a file footage. This is like old footage that they use to make it seem like they're working on the vaccine or whatever. So yeah, I mean, massive vaccination sites. If you guys know, Disneyland is a massive vaccination site as well as Dodger Stadium, and hopefully, it hopefully we're able to get it. Hopefully. Yep. And and then the last thing we got for you guys is the weatherman. So let's get on with the weather from the weatherman. We got C-Block by the
motherfucking weatherman with the motherfucking weatherman once again. We got clear skies and sunshine with 88 motherfucking degrees. Another beautiful day in hell, right? But whatever the fuck is going on where you at, it's going on. If you really want to know the weather, step the fuck outside and see. Don't just take it from me. All right, good people. I will talk at you later. I'm going to continue to hang out here and deal with the world and all of its bullshit.
Definitely all the BS. We got the Joe Biden inauguration. Mm-hmm. The only reason I call him Joe Biden is because Joe Budden. Remember that? Joe Biden's gonna be inaugurated. How many days now? 3 days.
3.
Wow. Can't believe that nightmare is over. Right?
I don't know. 2021 has been full of surprises.
Yes.
We're still trying to kick off the covers of 2020.
Oh, I know. It's interesting. It's interesting. I was watching a podcast. I don't know if you have ever heard of it. All Gas No Breaks. They have a podcast. It's the young dude that has like a curly hair.
Oh, okay.
He was interviewing somebody that was really like conservative, or not conservative, but more of a conspiracy theorist. It was really interesting how very dismissive he is about people that are considered to be on the left, Democrats. Mm-hmm. It was just very interesting to see how they saw it, and it's very interesting to see how willingly they're able to follow this, Trump. It's crazy. And all the things that they said. Not that there's anything wrong to liking somebody, but it's just like they really see him like as a savior for the country. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. It's almost like they see him as a deity. Not that he is a deity, but I'm saying like they like really believe him. They really believe his nonsense. Yeah. And it's crazy to see. And even though 100% he has none of their interest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not for them. He just backs them up no matter what.
Yeah. It's
crazy to see. And again, we have nothing against conservatives. If what's her name? Liz Cheney, the daughter of Dick Cheney, were to run for president, I would probably vote for her. You know what I mean? Like they have some good ideas. Some are good ideas. But then there's people that are like a little bit too crazy. Like the guy Matt Gaetz from Florida, the representative. He's on a whole nother level. Super conspiracy theorist, and will spread anything to get the win.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to see that. And it's crazy to believe. It's crazy to believe that there's people that actually believe their BS.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, and I hope it gets better. Right, Jerre?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that's all we got for you today. It's just pretty much a little update from us. I know we weren't here. Friday? I was still devastated by my dad. I didn't really want to do anything. Jerry can attest to this. I was just on my couch, playing video games, trying to get my minds off things, trying to win a car till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That's not like you, I should say.
Man.
Usually by 10, 11 o'clock, you're like, okay,
I'm going to bed.
Unless we're not doing anything, like a podcast or anything like that,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been crazy. That's why I wasn't here Friday. We weren't here Friday. I haven't made any videos. I've been wanting to do this video on the thing. We got one of those badass bidet seats. But wanted to do a video on that, but it turned out the seat is trash. So now I'm just like
out of ideas.
I have plenty of ideas. It's just I have no motivation right now.
Yeah.
But we'll get back into it. My dad's gonna come out good.
Yeah.
We're gonna be good. Your family's gonna be good. If your mom or dad or family is dealing with this shit, you're gonna be good.
Yeah.
We're gonna come out of this good. And like I told Jerry, maybe in 2 years we'll be fine. 2 years. I'm giving it 2 years before we're able to go back out there and do our thing.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, guys, that's it for us. Thank you guys for watching, listening. We love you guys. If you guys want to leave some comments of well wishes, leave them down below. We'll read them on the next podcast. Shout out your channel, whatever you want to do. And that's it. Anything else you want to say, Jerry? That's it. We're done. Anyways, guys, have a great one. Peace.